Having financial freedom is a dream that every human being has. Consequently, choosing where to invest your money is one of the most important decisions an adult has to make in life. There are many ways and places that people choose to invest their money. Some choose to put their savings in a bank account, others choose to purchase stocks and shares to create their own share portfolio. Today, we'll be finding out which method of investment is best and which you should choose to invest in.
There are many different types of investments that people make. The different types of investments are banking, stocks, and property. Banking is where you input some money into a bank account and wait for the interest to build up the money. Stocks or shares are where you invest in the shares of companies and then sell when the price is high to make a profit. And property is when people either buy a property and then sell it for a profit, or buy a property and then rent it out for other people. Although in this presentation we will not be talking about property and we will be mainly focusing on shares, holding, and banking. A bank investment would be low risk, buying shares would be high risk, and investing in property would be a medium risk. People mainly make decisions on how to invest depending on their financial goals.
In this demonstration, we'll place dog treats in two different locations. The first of which will have many treats, however there will be some obstacles in the way. The second location will have just one treat but be much easier to get to. Then we will release Pepper the black lab in between the two locations and see which one she goes for.
As we can see, Pepper chose to go to the location with more treats. This represents a higher risk but also a higher reward. This is similar to how investing in the share market works. People with higher risk tolerance tend to invest in shares over banking.
In this demonstration, we will use a different dog this time and put it through the same scenario, except this time the dog will be older and have a lower risk tolerance.
As we can see, this dog chose a safer but less rewarding choice. This shows that this dog was not willing to take a risk and wanted a guaranteed but slower way to gain some money with little to no risk of losing any money.
A bank account is one of the safest places you can save your money. However, with that safety comes some very low reward. The typical interest rate of a savings account is only around 0.05%. However, this can be increased between 1 and 2% if the special requirements are met. These mainly include depositing at least once a month and not taking out any money from the account. This is pretty consistent across the banks such as NAB, ANZ and the Commonwealth Bank. It is important to remember that the longer your money is in the bank, the interest you accrue will grow exponentially due to compound interest.
The advantages of investing in shares is that you can make a lot of money and faster than if you were investing in banking. If you are able to predict the stock market well and buy and sell at the right time, then you can make quite a lot of money. The main disadvantage of investing in shares is that it is a very high risk way to go concerning investing money. Since the stock market is usually very unpredictable, if you invest at the wrong time, then you could lose a lot of money. So while you can make a lot of money off of shares, you can also lose a lot off of shares as well. It's important to remember that when investing in shares, you need to ride the wave, meaning your share prices may go up and down, but in the long run, you should end up with a profit.
On balance, shares are much lower risk but gain a much higher reward, whilst banking is much lower risk and a much lower reward. The best way to invest would be to spread your money around what you invest in. So maybe some money in shares, some in banking, and some in property. This way, if the thing you invested in starts going downhill, you'll be able to gain money from somewhere else. Ultimately, it is up to the person whether they decide to invest in shares or banking or something else. And as always, thanks for watching.